Welcome to Cybersecurity Gurukul. Today we are going to learn home Wi-Fi router safety tips. Let's dive into the fascinating world of digital safety. In this digital age, our home Wi-Fi router becomes our gateway to the world. But just like any doorway, it can also be a vulnerable access point for unwelcome guests, in this case, cyber threats. Our focus in this video is to understand the importance of securing this gateway, not just for protecting our personal data, but also for ensuring our digital well-being. Just think of your router as your house's front door. If left unsecured, it can invite unwanted visitors who can cause harm. In the same way, an unsecured router can be an open invitation to hackers who can access your personal information, misuse your internet connection, or even manipulate your network devices. So, how do we secure this digital door? The answer lies in understanding the key safety tips that can fortify your router security. We'll walk you through some of the most effective measures, like changing your router's default login credentials, understanding wireless encryption options, setting up a guest network, and even getting to grips with terms like SSID broadcasting and MAC address filtering. We'll also help you understand the importance of remote management and parental controls to ensure your router's security is comprehensive and robust. In addition, we'll show you how to keep your router's firmware updated, which is like giving your digital door a fresh coat of paint and new locks from time to time. By the end of this video, you'll be well versed with the basics of router security and be able to take the right steps to ensure your home Wi-Fi network remains secure from cyber threats. Now that we understand why router security is critical, remember to subscribe and click on the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. This will help you to stay one step ahead of the cyber threats lurking in the digital world. Stay safe, stay secure. Firstly, always change your router's default login credentials to prevent unauthorized access. This is a fundamental step, yet often overlooked. Most routers come with a default username and password, which are easy for cyber criminals to find. So, how do you change these credentials? It's quite simple. Navigate to your router's settings page by typing your router's IP address into your web browser's address bar. Once you're on the settings page, look for an option that says Administration, Security, or similar. Here, you'll find the fields to update your username and password. Now, when creating your new password, remember, it needs to be strong and unique. A strong password should contain a mix of uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters. Aim for at least 12 characters. Avoid common words or phrases, and certainly don't use personal information like birthdays or names. With your new password set, you've just taken a crucial step towards securing your router. Next, let's talk about wireless encryption and SSID broadcasting. These are two crucial aspects of your Wi-Fi security that ensure your network remains private and secure. Wireless encryption is like a secret code that only your devices and your router understand. It scrambles the information sent over your network so that no one else can understand it. The most recent and highly secure wireless encryption methods are WPA3 and WPA2. If your router supports it, always opt for WPA3 as it offers the highest level of security. But if it doesn't, WPA2 is a good second choice. Now onto SSID broadcasting. SSID is simply the name of your Wi-Fi network. When your router broadcasts its SSID, it's like your network is shouting out its name to anyone within range. This might be convenient when you are trying to connect new devices to your network, but it also lets potential intruders know that your network exists. So it's generally a good idea to disable SSID broadcasting once all your devices are connected. This makes your network invisible to anyone who doesn't already know its name. Of course, this doesn't make your network completely hacker-proof, but it does add an extra layer of security. However, keep in mind that disabling SSID broadcasting might make it more difficult to connect new devices to your network. You'll need to manually enter your network's name or SSID on any new device you want to connect. In essence, wireless encryption and SSID broadcasting are two sides of the same coin. While encryption ensures that your network's communications are secure and private, Disabling SSID broadcasting keeps your network hidden from prying eyes. By choosing a strong encryption method and disabling SSID broadcasting, you've made your network much tougher to crack. But remember, these are just 2 steps in securing your home Wi-Fi router. There's still more to explore, so stick around as we delve deeper into the world of Wi-Fi security. Now, let's set up a guest network and use MAC address filtering. These features are incredibly useful for maintaining control over who has access to your network. A guest network is a separate access point on your router. It allows your guests to connect to the internet, but keeps them separate from your main network, the one that your computers and smart devices are connected to. This separation is a security measure that protects your personal data even when you have guests using your internet connection. Setting up a guest network is usually pretty straightforward. You'll find the option in your router's settings. You'll need to give your guest network a name and a password, just like your main network. Keep in mind that this network should have a different password than your main network to ensure maximum security. Now, onto MAC address filtering. MAC stands for Media Access Control. Every device that can connect to a Wi-Fi network has a unique MAC address. With MAC address filtering, you can create a list of devices that are allowed to connect to your network. If a device is not on this list, it won't be able to connect, even if it has the password. To set up MAC address filtering, you'll need to go into your router's settings. Look for a section called MAC address filtering, MAC filtering, or something similar. Here, you can add the MAC addresses of your devices. You can usually find your device's MAC address in its network settings. Remember, while MAC address filtering adds an extra layer of security, it's not foolproof. It should be used in conjunction with other security measures, not as a standalone solution. Guest networks and MAC address filtering are powerful tools for controlling who has access to your network. By using these features, you can keep your personal data safe while still allowing guests to use your internet connection. It's all about finding the right balance between convenience and security. Another important aspect of router security is remote management and parental controls. These features provide an added layer of protection for your home network, allowing you to monitor and control internet access from anywhere and at any time. Remote management is a feature that allows you to access your router's settings even when you're not at home. This can be particularly useful if you need to troubleshoot an issue, update your router's firmware, or change your network settings while you're away. To enable remote management, you'll need to navigate to your router's settings and look for the remote management option. Once you've found it, simply toggle it on and follow the prompts to set it up. Parental controls, on the other hand, are a great way to ensure a safe online environment for your family. This feature allows you to set limits on the type of content that can be accessed on your network, and even set specific times when internet access is available. To activate parental controls, you'll need to go to your router's settings, find the parental controls option, and follow the instructions to set up the restrictions you want. These features not only protect your network from external threats, but also help to manage internal risks, such as inappropriate content or excessive internet usage. With remote management and parental controls, you can keep a close eye on your network activity and ensure a safe online environment for your family. Finally, let's discuss updating your router's firmware. This might seem like a technical term, but simply put, firmware is the operating software that runs your router. It's what allows your router to maintain security protocols, manage network traffic, and perform its basic functions. Why are regular firmware updates important, you ask? Well, manufacturers often release firmware updates to fix bugs, add new features, and most importantly, to patch up any security vulnerabilities. By not updating your firmware, you're essentially leaving your front door unlocked, inviting cyber threats into your home network. So, how do we check for and install these updates? It's easier than you think. You'll need to log into your router's administrative interface, usually through a web browser using your router's IP address. Once you're logged in, look for a section called Firmware Update or Software Update. It can usually be found under the Advanced or Administration tab. Here, you can check if there are any updates available. If there are, simply follow the prompts to download and install the update. Remember, during the update, it's critical not to turn off your router or interrupt the process in any way, as this could damage your device. By routinely updating your router's firmware, you're ensuring that you have the latest security patches and features. It's like giving your home Wi-Fi router a regular health checkup, keeping it in top shape to guard against cyber threats. So be a responsible netizen and keep that firmware up to date. Thanks a ton for tuning into this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. It's like sharing the secret to becoming a superhero. Don't forget to hit the bell icon. It's practically your bat signal. And do drop a comment if you want us to prepare a video on any other devious cybercrime you've encountered. Thank you and see you in the next video, fellow superheroes.